Hi, I'm Rachel Brewster. I'm a professor here at Duke Law School. You might have recently heard of the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, the FCPA. The administration has recently suspended its enforcement. One of the first questions you might have is, what is the FCPA? The FCPA was passed in 1977 in the wake of the Watergate scandal. The goal of the FCPA is to prevent covered persons from offering, quote, anything of value to foreign government officials to influence their decisions with an aim for the business of retaining or obtaining business. The first question here is, who was a covered person? Who exactly does the FCPA apply to? The FCPA applies to numerous individuals and corporations. It applies to all American corporations, anyone who is headquartered in the United States or incorporated in the United States. It applies to all American citizens as employees. It applies to green card holders. But it doesn't just apply to American corporations. It also applies to any foreign corporation who lists on an American exchange. That is, any foreign corporation that wants to access the US capital markets by listing on one of our many exchanges as a public corporation. Many multinational companies want to list on American exchanges. For instance, it includes some of the largest foreign corporations you might have heard of. BP, Shell, Novo Nordisk, Samsung are just a few of the many foreign multinationals who list on American exchanges and thus are covered by the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act. So what is the impact of the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act? The Foreign Corrupt Practices Act is enforced by both the Department of Justice and the SEC. Because it applies to so many large American and foreign corporations, it actually covers a really large proportion of all global commerce. As a result, it has a really big impact on international business. The DOJ and SEC bring dozens, if not more, cases every year, and many of those cases result in settlements in the hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars. While the punishment of corporations who engage in corrupt practices is really important to establish the right level of deterrence, what's probably even more important is the number of American and foreign corporations who now have adopted strong anti-corruption compliance programs to make sure that they don't bribe in the first instance, to stay out of the radar of the DOJ and the SEC. By doing so, the FCPA has really worked its way into the boardrooms of most of the world's major corporations, and now anti-corruption is a major business motivation, and it's really done a lot to clean up global commerce.